In the deepest, darkest trenches of the ocean, where sunlight is just a myth, lies the sunken city of Atlantis. And amidst its haunting, bioluminescent glow, a battle for the ages is about to unfold. Jennifer Walters, the sensational She-Hulk, finds herself far from the courtroom, standing defiant against one of the most powerful and malevolent sorcerers of the underworld, Bolasco, Lord of Limbo. Imagine the scene. The crushing pressure of the deep sea, a force that would pulverize ordinary beings, presses in from all sides. The water is a cold, inky black, punctuated by the ethereal light of strange, deep-sea creatures and the mystical architecture of Atlantis. Jennifer's usual sharp, midnight blue business suit is in tatters, shredded by the magical conflict and the sheer force of their surroundings. Water eddies around her, but she stands firm, a beacon of emerald defiance against the encroaching darkness. Bolasco, a figure of pure menace, hovers before her. His form is wreathed in demonic energy, his eyes burning with infernal fire. He is a master of dark arts, a ruler of a hellish dimension, and he has brought his war to the depths of Earth's ocean. He likely sought some ancient Atlantean artifact, a source of power to amplify his already immense abilities. But he didn't count on She-Hulk. Jennifer takes a moment, the weight of an entire ocean on her shoulders. She cracks her neck, the sound a resonant, echoing snap that cuts through the silence of the deep. It's a sound of preparation, of readiness. A predatory smirk plays on her lips, a look that promises a world of hurt. She fixes her gaze on the sorcerer, her eyes glowing with gamma-powered intensity. Then, with a voice that is a low, dangerous growl, she delivers the line. "Looks like the t-shirt's not the only thing that's torn tonight. Let's break that down. This isn't just a clever quip, it's a statement of intent." The t-shirt she's referring to is probably a callback to an earlier part of the fight, or perhaps a meta-reference to how often her clothes get shredded during a transformation. But the second part, "not the only thing that's torn tonight," is a direct threat. She's telling Bolasco that his plans, his power, his very form, are about to be ripped apart. This battle is a fascinating clash of power types. On one side, you have Bolasco's sorcery. He'd be unleashing spells of pure demonic energy, conjuring hellfire that somehow burns even underwater, summoning creatures from Limbo, twisted, monstrous beings that swarm towards Jen. He might try to attack her mind, to fill it with visions of despair and horror, or attempt to bind her with mystical chains forged in the fires of his dimension. His power is arcane, insidious, and corrupting. On the other side, you have the raw, indomitable physical power of She-Hulk. Every punch she throws would be amplified by the water resistance, creating devastating shockwaves that could shatter the ancient Atlantean structures around them. She's not just strong, she's brilliant. She'd be using the environment to her advantage, perhaps ripping massive pillars from their foundations and using them as battering rams. She'd be grabbing his summoned minions and using them as projectiles against their master. The mental fortitude of Jennifer Walters is key here. As a skilled lawyer, she possesses a sharp, analytical mind. She wouldn't just be mindlessly smashing. She'd be analyzing Bolasco's attack patterns, looking for weaknesses in his incantations. For the moment, he needs to recharge his mystical energy. While he attacks her with magic, she's strategizing, waiting for the perfect moment to close the distance and nullify his advantage. Bolasco's greatest mistake is underestimating her intelligence, seeing only the brute strength. Let's talk about the setting. Atlantis adds a whole new layer to this conflict. Are the Atlanteans involved? Is Namor the Submariner present? Perhaps he's been defeated or captured by Bolasco, and She-Hulk is there on a rescue mission. Or maybe the Atlantean Royal Guard is fighting alongside her, their tridents clashing against demonic claws while Jen takes on the big boss. The bioluminescent flora and fauna could react to the battle, flaring up with every energy blast, creating a chaotic and beautiful light show amidst the violence. The pressure itself is a weapon. A punch from She-Hulk wouldn't just send Bolasco flying, it would send him tumbling through a medium 1,000 times denser than air, the impact magnified. This single scene, this one-liner, encapsulates everything we love about She-Hulk: the confidence, the power, the wit, and the unbreakable will. In fact, she seems to be enjoying it. That's the core of her character, finding joy and strength even in the most dire of circumstances. What happens next? The fight would be legendary. She-Hulk would weather the storm of dark magic, her gamma-irradiated body proving resistant to its corrupting influence. She'd close the gap, her fists flying. The fight would be a whirlwind of emerald muscle and crimson magic. It would be a test of endurance. Can Bolasco's magical reserves outlast She-Hulk's seemingly limitless stamina? History tells us that betting against a Hulk is a bad idea. The final moments of the fight would likely see Jen getting her hands on Bolasco. All the spells, all the incantations, mean nothing when you're being held in a gamma-powered grip. She wouldn't just defeat him, she'd humiliate him, proving that raw, righteous power, guided by a sharp mind and an unyielding heart, can overcome even the darkest sorcery. She'd probably punch him so hard he's sent flying right out of the ocean. Or maybe she finds a way to use his own magic against him, trapping him in one of his own portals back to Limbo. And after the battle, covered in the remnants of her suit and the fading glow of demonic magic, she'd probably just float there for a moment, catch her breath, and then ask if anyone knows where she can find a good deep-sea tailor. Because that's She-Hulk. A force of nature with a sense of humor, a brilliant lawyer who can trade blows with gods and demons, and a hero who proves that true strength isn't just about how hard you can hit, but how you carry yourself when the pressure is on. And in the crushing depths of Atlantis, Jennifer Walters is utterly unbreakable. This single, powerful image tells a whole story of courage, power, and personality. It's a testament to why She-Hulk remains one of the most compelling characters in comics. She's more than just muscle, she's all heart, all brains, and all attitude. And Bolasco just found that out the hard way. Thanks for watching, everyone. What do you think would happen in this epic underwater showdown? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Until next time.